Welcome everyone to a new stream today. Close up? No, not close. Full screen. There we go. I have a new sponsor. Still with the stream elements, and now it's the HelloFresh. And it's not just US citizen. There's a couple of countries. Let's take a look. Anyone can participate. So I have a bonus if I cook and eat. I use HelloFresh many times. Many times it's the best. And let's see the video. The countries. Now it's not just US citizen. Where is it? Country overview. Oh yeah, there we go. US, Australia, Austria, Belgium, Canada, Denmark, France, Germany, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, New Zealand, Norway, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, United Kingdom, Ireland. There we go. It's a good one. Yes, and I don't say that because it's my sponsor. I really use a lot of HelloFresh. I still have the menu they give, like they print the menu on very good quality paper, and I still have them. I keep them because it's very good, and it's not a part of the speech they ask to do a speech. If they ask like there's a bonus if I cook. That's cool. So there is talking point. Yeah, they want us to. They give us points to talk about during the stream, so that we can use. It's not my cup of tea. Like I would, maybe I could like keep this pinned, and I would go like. HelloFresh makes it easier to fit quick, home-cooked meal into your schedule every week by creating delicious recipes, delivering perfectly portioned ingredients, and minimizing prep time. Convenience. Enjoy more convenient options than ever with the new option on the menu like 10 minutes meal, prep and bake, and ready-made meals. Easy and convenient pre-portioned ingredients, simple recipes. Yeah, I think my initial talking point was better. My initial talking point was better. I really used it a lot. Can even go find the menu somewhere, but I have some. I don't even remember where. Well, that's not the stream of the day right now. I need to go back to the theme. Also, good news, the Final Fantasy music I put last time, YouTube says that the person who possessed the copyright let people use it on YouTube. So that's incredible. Incredible. So I will go back and put some Final Fantasy music. What's going on, YouTube? Okay, I'm there. Let's test the chat. 30. Ooh. Oh, YouTube is back. YouTube is back. Let's see what Mr. Sammy Blady does. Is he still playing? How do I do? That back to Twitch. Sammy Boo, where are you? He's still playing. He's still playing. Sammy Boo, what are you doing? 119 followers? Are you kidding me? Damn. When was the last time? Last month? Also, when he went to, I remember I checked his profile and there was like game development stuff. So he was playing it all along, all this time. Okay. So there was a free stuff. I will check with you. I like to give you some. So this is come from Ask NK. He always gives news on, especially graphic stuff, like digital graphic stuff. This is ZBrush. When there's stuff on game development, sometimes anything graphic like special effect. So, and also like anytime there is a free stuff, free resources. And this time was like today, and there was a couple of stuff that I made. It might be useful if you could take a look at the license here, royalty free to use in your personal and commercial work. So that's very useful. So I have a couple of cube brush open that I just went into and open all of the stuff there. Free piece. Okay. So maybe I could sign in first. I will hide the syncing process. I tried many stuff for a Metahuman yesterday, in my free time, but I still don't have. I don't want to. I want to avoid using Unreal to the clipping of the eyes. It's possible, but it's very hard. Like, I need to create a tool to import DNA files in Blender or to clean up the animations. Because the thing is, I said to you that one reason is that maybe when we reconform the clipping, we will lose the clipping. We will check that today. If we don't lose the clipping, that's a good news. Like it's one of the good news. Another bad news about using Unreal, correct the clipping. It's not about the clipping, it's about the UVs of the face. If I manage to pick the head without triangles and bring it to Unreal and re-import it over the Metahuman face, I can possibly change the UV or add another UV just for the airplay, because UVs you can have multiple UV maps, and because also we will use Metahuman, we might it's I think about it, because I think that if we use Metahuman too much, it's a heavy mesh, and maybe it's not optimal. So we will have to strip some stuff from it. Maybe they are not game they are not made for games so much. They are made for cinematics. So we would use them for close up. I want to use them for close up between users. When users are face to face, they could use the camera, and when they are far away, it deactivates the metahuman, and it gives them another body, a simpler body, so it's lighter. Also, if you want like player to share, like they are face to face and they look at each other, and both of them use metahuman face animation. The issue there, it's the information of the face you want to send on the server, and that's another thing that will be hard. But I want that. I will take the time to have that. So yeah, Metahuman is not. It's heavy, and if I use Metahuman for both human and elf race, it can be even easier because it will be in more targets, and the more target makes it a bit easier, I guess. But not, I guess. I know it's not, there is weight to it. So I cannot authenticate. Why? CubeBrush. CubeBrush is from a guy I know since a long time. Mark Boufflé. Mark. He had a channel. Boufflé. 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 CubeBrush. He's there in the digital painting world. Mark Brunet. Boufflé was another name he used. I don't remember for what. This Mark Brunet, and his name is from my culture, but I think he's American. It's very Quebecer, a French Canadian name. Yeah, concept art, tutorials. He has a YouTube channel. Anything about concept art is a good one. So he's the owner of CubeBrush, and you can sell your assets on CubeBrush if you are a creator in the digital art more often. But their 3D art set is digital, 3D scan, kit bash, 3D asset, HDRI, 2D game asset. So there is game stuff because it's related with rigs. Kit bash is used in games really often, but it can be used in other like rendering stuff and cinema and other stuff. Audio. So you can sell your stuff. It's one of the big market when you want to sell. So I don't have an account in there. Oh yeah, I'm logged in. Let's get some free stuff. Iceland reference pack. Those are photographic pack. When you are concept artists, it's very useful. But I'm not. I was. I would have liked to. I will, because I'm more like I'm becoming more of a lead because I know too much. I could do a concept art, but I feel like I will do maybe some concept art for Elfly. It's just that photographic reference. It's a AV for my computer, and already it's lagging. I cannot close the window. I'm probably fixing the live stream. Yeah, I think OBS sometime, because it does this only when OBS is open, is live. I don't have those kind of lag. Let's wait for it to free us. What can I say else? Well, it's. I hope you hear me. You're hearing me. What is this one? Is a big. Okay, now it freed me. Will it do exit page maybe? Let's do task manager. Who's the culprit? Okay, Google is a bit of a culprit right now. I will close this one. It's my safe for work, so. NVIDIA Broadcaster, of course, because it does my green screen. It does it. There's a green screen behind me, a useless green screen. Because NVIDIA Broadcaster does it better. But it takes a lot of CPU and RAM. Now, hopefully, there we go. So it's just 30% of my computer, and it's maybe closing the other one. So Substance Designer tutorial, I don't need that. I'm pretty well versed. I use this software for 3 years at my job, so pretty well versed. Periwinkle, they are not very high quality. And it's just ZBrush. They should have made it only alpha. ZBrush, it's not very useful. You cannot use it on other software. If it was alpha, you could use it anywhere. Good girl, Ed. It's good to have when you are beginner, maybe. The UV are done this way. It's not useful for me. Not useful for me. Udemy Auto Game Res. What is that? Udemy is a software. 3D software. You can do modular procedural modeling and many other stuff like special effects. Like here, I never used it. You can do some of the stuff in Blender. Auto unwrap. There is a free version of Udemy. I might use it sometime just to get let's see, Apprentice. Is Apprentice any good? If you want to start with 3D, then Blender is the better choice. It's completely free. Udemy covers a specific niche of FX and proceduralism. It's not a good choice for your first 3D tool, in my opinion. Learn the classic workflow first. They are much faster and much easier for beginner. That's what Blender is much better at. Once you understand the basics of 3D, you can look into Udemy, and it will open a new way of thinking. Like geometry nodes in Blender do as well, as I said. So you can do procedural modeling in Blender, just like it's not the same as Udemy. They have their own, but it's procedural modeling. And you can do probably procedural texturing, but I'm not sure. Or procedural texturing. I don't want you to check my emails. Yeah, I should go. I should finish this one real fast. So SketchUp importer, I don't need it. PBR free. I probably have this in my. Oh, I don't have it in my favorites. I will add. Let's let let me bring it off screen. Oh, I don't have this neither, but they are not good texture because they are not in a square. It's rectangular. It's not it's not good. It's not good. I couldn't say, maybe because of the tiling or many things, it's easier to work in similar aspect ratio, like base to ratio picture. Road follow us on $0 if you want cost stylize. The thing with stylize, the issue, it's the style. A style is specific to something. Like it's hard to pick stylized stuff, and because the style needs to fit everywhere. Like it needs to, your furniture needs to fit with your character, your grass, your trees, your houses. They need to have the same kind of curvatures, the same kind of proportions, and the same kind of many things like color palettes, eyes, bead eyes or not bead eyes, or so it's very hard. You need an artist, a team of artists that are able to do the same style, and it's not easy to come up with. What is that? This is the new Blender market. They changed the name, I think. So what was he referring to in there? Maybe I clicked something wrong. The last one is Houdini and Photoshop. Hobby 3D artist and content creator, Blender user. In 2000, donate through PayPal. PayPal. So many stuff free there. Gumroad. This one is interesting, but the thing is, I need to do this off stream. I will need to do this off stream. I will pin it. Pin it. Photoshop inking brush. I won't use Photoshop for a long time, and I don't think it's useful to have brushes. As I've shown, you can make yourself a squarish brush, and you can accomplish many things with that. I would say like there are exceptions. There are exceptions, but usually you don't need much brushes. Yeah, Udemy, I'm not sure. It's apprentice, so I guess you cannot do much about it. And Blender can do the this stuff. So that would be it for that. Now I close this and open my free Safe for Work browser. So for procedural texturing for free, there is a who talked about this Code Monkey games from scratch. I think it was game from scratch. Graphite. Material Maker. It's the substance designer. You can do procedural. Blender, you can do too. Procedural texturing. I said I'm not sure, but I think you can do with nodes. So this is one who it's not perfect, but look at this. Thank you for that. Now, when you have a ad, you plug yourself. The coupon code is there on my HelloFresh sponsor on the left. Let's click for game from scratch to give it some money, some support. So you can do this. That's crazy. It's just from 2D pictures like that. Of course, Substance Designer does crazier stuff, but it's free. Like, let's go. Dance. Animated design. Let's look at the crazy stuff it does. Look at this. This is animated textures. You can put this in your game. Unreal is better to handle this kind of stuff, easier to implement. You can, I think you can in Unity, but you need to play with the shader graphs and stuff like that. So it's 2D picture animated with 3D depth effect. If you want to do this, you will need to add something that breaks the mesh into triangles, and then the alpha of your the depth map of your that is animated will move the vertices, the triangles. So that's how it's done. It breaks like it's a sphere with very low poly. You can start with it, and then it breaks into small triangles, and then you have a black and white, the gray from black and white texture that you animate with the algorithms, and then those gray, black and white mounts and crevasses, you animate them with other algorithms, and it defines the height of the vertices of those triangles you broke, and then it moves like that, and you can decide, okay, you can share the color of the color. This is not a good one, like the pinkish color there and whiter on the blobs are shared with the height of this that makes it a blob in 3D. So they are all share the same kind of value, not all the same. They have mask like and stuff like that, and then it's very complicated. It has to be like a gigantic mess of spaghetti nodes just to see, like, can we see someone in the process of like this. Just this simple picture, it's spaghetti. But this animated one is crazy. It has to be like a nightmare. In a long time, I haven't seen. Did remember how thick the lines were. I use it a lot at school, a bit at my job. I use more Substance Painter. And let's see if Blender does this. Yes, of course. How how deep can it go? Does animated work? Probably. I think the water stuff was animated material. Yes, animated. But how crazy can it go? How crazy can it go? Can it do the skeleton face we saw? I don't know. So it seems that they use it for this one. Oh, this is old. I want to see someone doing something crazy. Yeah, something, but more crazy. Like the skeleton face was lava. No, there's not much more crazy. There is the basic one, like the not animated one, of course. So we did an eye. Oh yeah. That's the one. Let's see the water one, and then we will go our Chubby, Chubby Jew, Chubby Job. Is it procedure? Where's the sound? It doesn't seem to be a material. So, of course, let's give him some credit. And you see on my right screen my own sponsor, HelloFresh, with the coupon code above any citizen Canada. There is many countries I don't remember well. Switzerland, UK, Canada, US. Coupon code. I don't even know what does it pays. You need to be a new user. You need to to be a new user. Don't use extension, coupon code extension. What else? What is it paying for? What is it paying for? What is it paying for? You need to click. I need clicks. You need to use a coupon. Set up and prepare. Okay, it's done. Brief review. Earn when viewer its goals. New subscription. That's the goal, is a new subscription. So it can do this crazy stuff in Blender. And this is a beginner guide to the galaxy. It's very similar to Substance Designer. And it's cool. It's very relaxing to do this. There are material artists, but I would say don't. It might not be a good. It's a good job if you can animate it and maybe to be very prolific, but the AI is might be. Of course, AI cannot replace very good, very skilled. So if you like the job, Sam Altman went out recently saying the job that will be taken, and like programmer, he says they won't be taking for a long time because when you program, there is so much stuff. Of course, AI does very well, but it's not sustainable. Like they become crazy after some time. Like they did dust and they lose track of the project. They cannot sustain the project. Sometimes they mimic behavior that we don't like. They panic. They can panic because they learn to panic, and that's crazy. Some people at their. I heard like from the prime time was listening to reading an article a guy wrote. He was doing a startup and the AI panicked and removed the database. So sometimes it mimics behavior they see on internet, like panicking. So the subscriber has to be new to HelloFresh. They need to use your personal code or link. They should disable any coupon browser extension such as Oni, Karma, etc. Their order was successfully shipped. Limit one order per subscriber. What is it? It's written on 10 free meals. Oh, I'm stupid. It's written on the thing. It's 10 free. The coupon code. And yes, that's it. That's it for that. So Blender can do it. You can do it. That's a go. Now let's put some music. Now we can. Where is my Final Fantasy? Yes, it's a bit louder. It's a low-fi. I hope. I want to put my favorite one first. Those playlist, no. Watch, no. Mister. Just gonna take a look at it. History. Close Hammer Pro 2. Close this. Close this. Metahuman, close this. Is it my history? Watch later. Okay. Where's my favorite Final Fantasy stuff? This one. The Emerald exhibit. No. No. Don't. What is this song? The Emerald exhibit. And this one. This is Nash's. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. It sounds like Nash's. It's the beginning of the game, I think. Bang. Okay, what we will do now, it's trying to do the clipping stuff. The high clipping. Who has I don't remember again who was the who had the technique for the clipping, the eye clipping. This is Polyhammer in Blender. It allows you to import DNA files. I would have liked to make it free, but they say it's open source. But I tried to see how I can use it, but they compiled the things on their side, and you cannot see it. I leave it there. This is in Maya. This one, I just checked. Where is the eye clipping stuff? Did they manage the eye? This is the old version. Enter. Oh, I think it's this one. Oh! Oh no. He does not Oh, I'm not on the right one. Also, if you don't have access to Maya anymore, you can use it to convert Maya to FBX. This is the other pipeline that's similar to mine. The only one. But it does not check the eyelid. Which one was it? Let's check my last stream. Was it on my live stream? Last live stream? Hello. Oh yeah, we should try this one too. Maybe we should try it now. Does it check the eyelid? Let's see if it does a better work than the other way. Uh, my there is some changes I have to commit. Don't understand why my phone don't charge. I end up with no phone. It's broken. I have changes. Get changes. Animated map. Is it heavy? Oh, it's the DCC export. I'm not sure about that. Ceiling light in the starter campaign. Ceiling light. Sometime archery. Sometime Blender. What are you doing? Blender. Unreal. Like, why did it modify this? I want to swap. Sweepity whoop. Like that. And sweepity whoop. Oh, no, 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 no. This one. And then delete those one because I don't. Or maybe I want to see if the roughness is how the roughness looks. Okay. What? Was thinking something and I have been distracted. I fly. Um, okay. Content browser. So what is it in a test? Character asset. Characters. Oh, beautiful. DCC export. It doesn't seem to export roughness neither when you do DCC export. I feel you. I feel you. What is this? The body. Okay, it does not do roughness. We can get rid of. But I need to close it, sadly. Delete. So I will keep them. Uh, uh, I want to give a different name so I can differentiate from the name of the game and the name of the character. And the human and the elf. So sometime you want to see if there's an error. As I often say, the status git push, as you can see there, ready to be pushed. There with it will say what the issue is here if you press this or push. It won't say it will say there's an error, but it won't say what it is. There is not many people lately because it's the holidays. But if you are there, here's my coupon code for HelloFresh on the right of screen, and it's for Canada, US, Switzerland, many countries, as I said in the beginning of the video, and it's 10 meals free. So everything is up to date. You can arrow up, enter, arrow up, delete the typo. Oh, get push again. Let's get push again. Okay, there was an error. Unexpectedly. Azure DevOps just closed the server. Let's try again. Where were we? Writing total 12, and the error occurs there. Let's ask the an AI to see what it will say. It hung up. Oh, when you do this, it cancels. The remote and on the hung up. What? What's wrong with you, Azure? Azure Dev up. Oh no. I didn't copy. I pasted the. I pasted and it gave my channel because it's the name of my channel. But by doing so, it shows how to fix the clipping. Oh, but it's not Metahuman. Okay. Perplexity. Come on. I cannot control. See. I need to. I think this is the way to copy. Yes. You just right click and it copies in this PowerShell. Server during your git push operation means the server rejected your push because the data exceeded the HTTP size limit. Damn it. Okay. Let's do a soft revert. I don't remember the command. My memory. I don't want either. I don't want to soft. There is too many little symbol like minus minus and the tilted thing there would make me forget. Okay, it's too big. Let's start with removing all. Not removing, just sacking. Untracking, not untracking. Staging, unstaging. So let's start with the head because the head is the biggest. Let's try this. I think it. Yes, it worked. Yes. Now let's try everything else. Because they are smaller than the head. That's why I said earlier morph target key shapes are heavy. And I guess it would work. If it does not work, it's another one. It's the body, but yeah, it would be the body. it seems to do the same thing. Okay, let's soft reset. Let's do the body only. And I think that would be enough. Okay. Next, let's try again everything. Let's just name it roughly. Come on, you can do it. Not again. I think it's the size. What is the size they asked? Is the max size for a sure. People. The max size has to be lower than this. I mean, size of push commit. 5 in the free version. I mean, in the free version, I might have reached the max space. Damn, I think I have reached the max space. That's soft. Revert. Reset. uh, Is it this file or what? It seems that this file is big, like all the like 135 MBs, like every other. This one was really, but when it failed, it was about this size. So this file will fail. Did I reach the limit? I think we'll soft reset everything. Even the bed. And I will put them. I would put. I will add them to ignore except this one. So first I will try to only import this one. And this one are the most important. What? What? Mm-hmm. No, I know what to do. Those one can I do? Why don't I have? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, sure, DevOps. Let's go to my repo. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Mhm. Okay. Okay, that's not it. Try. Okay. it's a bit annoying. Come on. Azure DevOps. You can do it. Nobody is keeping you from doing it, Azure DevOps. Again, at least it keeps me connected or something, or like it keeps asking me my password. That's Azure. They want to protect. Okay, now since I didn't log in, I'm not, I'm kicked out. Let's forget this again. Azure DevOps. Now I should get the keep. Now it should work. Okay, let's see the commits. Today. Okay. can do git log. First, I want to see the size. How to see? I would need to ask an AI. How to see the usage of Azure DevOps repo size. Files, click on menu. Files, three little dot. What? Files, click on three little health and usage. There is no health and usage. What's wrong with you? Oh, there. Okay. Reachable blob size. Reachable repository size. Nope. Nothing. Yeah, I'm like halfway, less than halfway through. Is there a log? Is there a log to see what happened internally when I get the error above? Because I'm far from reaching the limit size. Locally, you can increase the get client verbosity. Okay, let's try this. Oh no. Need to quit this. It's not recognized. Okay. Git log. It seems that it removes some log now. Like I had. Okay, no. But in my repo, I had more logs and more commits. History. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you when we need you? It's weird. Okay, it's remote log because this is not what I get. I want to refer the past commit. What? is a document. It arrived at. Let's do this. Uh, Duplicate in Unreal 5.6 out to add the developer folders. Settings. Show developer content option. Content. Browser. Windows. Click the setting button in the content browser. From the setting drop-down, enable the show developer content option. Where is it? Did they remove it in 5.6? Oh, it's there. It does not show the folder, but it is thick. What do I do? Double check that you have showed the enable. Okay, also in the content check filter, other filter. What? Other filter. Other developers. Do you see an other developer? What? Is it in there? Oh yeah, it's in there. I will put this in there. Does it? Now, how is it going? To the garbage collector when and crazy. And I want to make this ignore. Please look up. Yeah, I will take a break. Back, my friend. Just music, yeah. Oh, it's the last music. So I'll be back. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back and it's a bit of a ruined stream because now my repo is trying to compile the at least it tries to start the garbage collector. I think I will deactivate it if I'm still stuck there, but for now it's loading. There is not much more to do except except talking. Um, what can what can I say that I didn't? Yeah, I like uh, maybe to talk about the double slit experiment in science. There is thing that experiment I would like to try, which would be to have a very, very large double slit experiment. Because light goes so fast that everything is flat. For if you were light, going to the speed of light, everything would be flat. So that would be a reason why uh, the double slit experiment cannot work in a small distance. So use the slit as one. It's so much flat. It's so flat that the light does not see it. Like especially light that would come more from the side, it would see the slit as flat. And depending on the angle, I wonder. There is many tests, and of course they say like they, in the experiment they put the detector to see in which slit the light goes through, but everyone says this detector interact. And as I said, like light only exists with a source and a receptor. There is no light between it. If you say yes, there is light between it, we can see spot of light, but this spot of this God rays of light, they hit the atmosphere. But when there is no atmosphere, the quantum foam. It can only hit the quantum foam if there is nothing. And I think that maybe light is like and it's going through, like you have our space, and you could imagine the blocky universe, which is like as if you were going out of this universe and you would see the universe from the beginning to the end as an object. And it would be like a tree, a large tree with branches. And then light is like something that goes through another object that goes through this, but it's not an object, but it's something else that goes through. It's as if it's not. It's as if. And also, I was thinking about space. What is space? And I think it only is defined by we define ourselves. Like in mathematics, we already defined the simplest definition of space, and it's a cube. It's a line. It's a dot first, like the simplest thing. It's a vectorial dot, and then this dot has no space. Like there are particles that are so small that we cannot see the edges, and it is thought that they are vectorials, like they don't have edges. They are point-like. Uh, I don't remember which one, but the smallest one. They are said to be point-like, and it would explain could explain also cookie action at a distance or entanglement. It's not the same thing. I don't remember exactly the spooky action at a distance. I just heard it not long ago, the right description, but I forgot already. But entanglement or things like action at a distance, like because it's point-like, it's as if that they don't have edge. The edge extend to any space. So if there would be 2 point-like particles, it's as if they were flattened, touching it, even though they would be like million light way apart. Uh, what else? Space. So yeah, you the simplest space would be a dot, a vectorial dot, and then if you add another dot, vectorial dot, there is no space between them. And if you think about it, like you want to code space between 2 points. It's the behavior, the subjective behavior from one to another. So one is the subjective would be the origin versus the not origin, and the origin would look at the point light particle that is not the origin, and depending on the behavior, it would start to know the space, if there is space or not. And the behavior, I mean the visual behavior. That is that okay, if you see a point in front of you and you want to know what it is it point like, is it in space in front of you? And to know that, the behavior of the visual it has will tell you. So the behavior would be, if it goes towards you, and at some point it stops getting bigger. Like my fist gets bigger, but at what point would it stop? And because I could get like bring my finger closer and closer and closer, and eventually you will see go get closer and closer and closer, and you see the atoms and everything, and now you know that way that you are very small. You are very the longer it takes until it stops being closer, it means that you are very small to this other thing. Or you are traveling and you are getting smaller. You cannot prove either or, because there is nothing else but you, the origin, and the not origin. So you cannot prove that you are getting smaller by getting closer, or you are just small and you go just you see deeper. The finger could be a planet, and you just land on the tip of the finger, which would be a planet. Um, but you could never land and just go inside something that never stops, that is infinite, and you would be able to know. And reality maybe is like that. Maybe we just are in just a different set of images from this enlargement. Like we at the beginning, we of the causation, we were a dot, and then we got closer to another dot, and eventually, with infinite time, we saw life as it is. You became as being bird and being you, being birded and being yourself as you get close to the other dot. But that's the behavior. So in reality, let's say there is no space, and you are the beginning of the universe, and you create the first space. Then you stop, like you get close to the other non-origin, and it stops. There is a limit. That's the space in the simplest way possible. But what it is, like, if you want to analyze it with scientific tools, it's complete. This is like just the abstract of the simplest way of coding it. If we would want to code it, if you look at it in a coding point of view. Okay, so it seems to have worked. Let's see. Let's give me some machine. So the last. Okay. Yeah, let's fetch reset arc. It there's nothing. Arc. Okay. Hmm. Let's see what its status says. Git state. Okay. Git push force origin master. Accept that. I want to recuperate some its status again. Um, to get rid of I'll do static files. Um, status belong git push. So if we want to verify space with scientific tool, because this abstraction is too abstract, one way would be to make a theorize about it, make an assertion first, then test. And the assertion I would make, I need to add the assertion I would make is that space might be related to matter. Why? Because they notice that anything in space influence the mass of other things. Like if you are in space and around you there is the Earth, the moon, the sun, you are attracted by something we don't see. All of them. Even like the smallest grain, even like anything. You are connected to it. There's something in there that interact and we don't know what it is. And I think that my first assertion would be that space is related to matter in the way that it maybe matter produce space. And the lack of space could explain, like a matter that produce space, there would be a space blob around it, and the lack of the space blob would explain dark matter. Could explain if the and there would be like some kind of weird thing where there is no space and we cannot see it. It's like a void, total void or something, and maybe it's through the quantum foam that this space is, and if you would go outside this, like if you would know, okay, maybe there is like a void in there, and we want to send a sound. I don't. How do you say that sound? A probe. You want to send a probe in this void. I think that it will go out of time. Like, would go fly faster than light, and would go out some another time, and so it would branch off from our reality. I think this is my theory. And also maybe the space is affected by mass. Also it is, and light travels only through this space. It does not go like, it does not go in the void. There is no light in the void. light exists only on the material stuff, and between it might touch the quantum foam, but other nothing else. It wouldn't touch the void. It does not. It's not a property of the void. It's a property of matter. Light light is a property of particles. As I say, matter can be confusing. A particle might be the better word. So light would be a property of matter. Okay, so let's continue my little thing there. Only few things missing. Git push dash. Okay. And then can I do git status? Just oh, I forgot to add this one. Git push dash developer. Didn't I add this? Okay, no. Just reset hard. Git status. And then git push. Master. Okay. Seems to have worked. I might have corrected. What else can I say? I think I've said it so far. It doesn't seem to. Okay, yes, it worked. So this one will drop all. How to drop all dash. One slash. It's dash pop. Oh, I deleted the stash. That's not grabbable. Ignore. Let's git status. Ignore the folder. Commit git status push git push. Where are you? Push. Status. So I deleted the conform, but it's not long to do, so it's fine. I need to rebuild. because I deleted the new project, which was not so bad. Just generate file project, and that would be it. Let's close out that. Yes. What else can I say about light? So there is a good channel which is time space PBS time space. Uh, you, a lot of things I heard I mentioned like that how light sees the world. I heard it from this channel and other channels, but the fact that the theory I have, the assertion I made comes from me. About the matter and the space and light are properties of particle. They carry with them space and light. And maybe space and light have something similar to it, like maybe like light travels through or space travel with the quantum foam, and objects are maybe there is no real space, so the link between either there is no really space and there's an illusion of space, because the because as I said earlier, when you are in space and there's the earth, the moon, the sun around you, they all interact with you. There is a it's as if they touch you. So that's why space is like light is an extent of particle. It's yeah, an extent, and it's as if all objects are scaled through all the universe, and they touch every other object. They are point like, just like I said earlier. Okay, let's continue then. Hopefully, I deleted the. I had. Uh, it was too. I need to reconform it because I misuse some command, git command, but that's not so bad. It was, at least it wasn't a big job. So you need the skin. I will take the Valerie if you have her, still have her in there. No, they deleted her. Might not have been the right one to pick. Celeste. Let's pick her. She's looking like Valerie. And I delete the, the cloth hairs called balding. Okay, let's remove detail. Assembly. There. Hmm. What is material? How it's the skin specifically. Okay, I want to try the other conform. Let's pick the tutorial we had. And hit OK. So the tutorial, if you want it, one by Unreal X. It's recent, very recent. So it's the other workflow. Okay, that's not this. Yeah, it's not the same thing as this one character. Let's do this. We could, yeah, I don't want. Metahuman identity. Create component from mesh. Oh yeah, the add is not. Why? Another guy flipped the. What? does not work. It does not. What is this? What is this? I think my face is too much for them. Let's see what it says. I don't think it works. I'm There was another guy who flipped it down. Sorry. Today, not a good. It does not want to be a good day. Today, the day does not want to be good. Maybe I should flip it. I'll give it some texture. Can I modify it or? Um, let's try to flip it. Flip. Hmm. Rotate in the C. 90 degree. No. What's that? Rotate. Oh, in the C. 90 minus. Enter. Control A. All transform. Export. FBX. Metahuman. Output. Add test. Minus 90 in C. Select that object. Mesh. Export. Close. No save. Import. Input. Wait. Wait. I will play some game then. What else can I say? What else? What else do you want me to say? I know about old ancient stuff, Iron Age stuff, antiquity stuff, like Iron Age, Sea People, Moses, not the biblical one. Yeah, the dating of Moses. It's around the Sea People. It's like right in the sea. The Bronze Age, not Iron Age, Bronze Age. Bronze Age collapse with the Sea People. And the character that inspired Moses could have lived through the Bronze Age collapse. When there is a collapse like this, it's the Dark Age that follow, and the literature, like people, we see like in the script we find that people there's a gap and people lose the ability. There is less and less writing, and that's how we know that there was a collapse of society. And we see we that there is like a theory that there was the sea people that because there are mention of sea people in Egypt writing, I think, like a pharaoh, that there was sea people attacking, and it sticked. It, it was theorized that these sea people invaded everyone. And just before that, there was like one of the first largest maritime commerce. Like it was one of the first time, not the first time, but one of the biggest maritime at that time. Maritime exchanges like commerce between countries, like a lot of boats going from place to place. And I think my theory is that they became so rich, the merchant traveling in boat, that they decided to take over everyone. And there was an island near Greece where there was a port with a lot of boats. They found a lot of boats, so they knew it was like a big portual city. And I think it started there. And they revolted uh, silently, like the mutiny. They decided to attack every big place with mercenaries. I think that's what happened. What happened? It could have been. About already see people appear not a lot of time, and might be a complete imagination from archaeologists. And there's the guy that could have been the inspiration for Moses, who was called Amen Moshe. Moshe is how you pronounce Moses in Hebrew. Moshe. And Amun Moshe means the son of Amun, the descendants of Amun. And this guy, Amun Moshe, uh, signed his document Moshe. He intentionally didn't write Amun. He just wrote Moshe, and it fits with the some timeline about it. The father of the pharaoh was Ramses the second, I think, and uh, Amun Moshe was given some kind of authority over a territory, and he overtook it. Like while the leader were gone, he he put out a rebellion or something, and it's similar a bit to this. It's not completely similar to Moses, but there are similarity. There is no like splitting of the seas, of course, but uh, some kind of rebellion. You can find him like I think I already talked about him in earlier stream. So it's this guy, Amun Moshe. The Romanized name is Amen Moshe. Amen Mes. Amen Mes. But it was pronounced Amun Moshe. Amun. And this is the date. And if you look at Bronze Age collapse, it's close by. Fifth century BC. Late Bronze Age collapse. They have different Bronze Age time. The fall of Troy with Achilles, and it's always been thought as an invasion of the sea people. And if you look at Amun Moshe, very close by. And if you want to know more about it, this YouTube channel, I hope he's still there because he didn't post anything for a long time. World History by Virtue. And he's very scientific. He has a PhD, and he's not very. He does not look at the religious aspect, more about the scientific aspect. And the video, this guy is the guy of the channel where is the I don't remember, but he died from disease. I think the tribe of Dine also could be among the sea people. It could be similar to the tribe that at Goliath. I don't remember the name because they are very good with gold. They are gold smithers. And the potteries can help also the style. Yeah, identify the guys. I don't know if it's this one. It doesn't seem to. I'm not sure. And yes, they didn't build. You would say they didn't build the pyramid. Some people thought that the story of Moses, they were building the pyramid, but the texts show otherwise. Oh, this is. I think it might be this one because this is Ramses the second. Yes, his father. Okay, Ramses the second was the guy who would be the half brother of Jesus of Moses, and the father would be this one, Akhenaten. I think, not sure, but there should be the Amun Moshe somewhere. Or you're just showing like things, imagery that looks like the Bible, what the Old Testament was inspired by. And it's very interesting. Because there are expressions in Egyptian that are used in the Old Testament. that are not Hebraic expression. They are not. They are really only Egyptian expressions. Which one was it? Oh, maybe it's this one. Yes, I think it's this one. No. Oh yeah, there is drawing that looks like the Art of the Covenant. Everything and many things that maybe the Old Testament scribe was inspired by. Which one was? I can access it more easily in my not safe for work browser because I YouTube. Doing this channel. Yeah. Um, would be oh yeah, it's this one. It's really this one, and you will have the he explained the date, and it's about 5 5. There's Amon Moshe there, and he explained half brother of Menorpa. There are fitting stuff. He explained what fits with Amon Moshe as being Moses. And if you look at its Wikipedia and read a bit the story, it's not similar, but there are similarity. And if you look at Moses in the guy you mentioned above, Ralph Rao, there are books about this that will tells the similarities with the biography of this guy and Moses. Apart of everything that we read in the Old Testament, like the Jewish people, the separation of the sea, the seven plagues. Apart that, there are many things that seems as if they were inspired by this guy. And it's one of the inspiration that there could be other also, but it's a huge time of rebellion could be because after that there is the Bronze Age collapse, and every nation start going into a dark age. Let's import this. I want to give it. What? What? Oh, it's the. It's because it's a morph target. target. Damn it. Landiboo. I should have quit right away. I was afraid to save it. So there's my sponsor on the right of the screen and phone code with for 10 free meals. Any country, many country in there, Canada, USA, Switzerland, UK. You say it. Try it if you can't lose anything if it's not your country in your country. So the animation works fine now. I re-imported it, but now I need to try to because this mesh is triangulated. Yeah. I'm trying to transfer the animation on the other one, but it's hard. Tough trouble. Oh, what is this music? I like this one. It's a better version. I never heard. It's the missing piece. I will pin it. Okay. So Katiku. Katipu. Mm-hmm. Wet, 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 wet. Maybe it is. Rotate. Rotate. In Z. 90 degrees. Minus. Enter. Control A. All transform. Export. FBX. Metahuman. And output. Mesh. Selected object. X. No. Faces. Export. Re-import with new file. Import. We got this. You got this. Wait, 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 wait. Wait, 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 wait. Okay. Wait, 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 wait. identity, paste, double click. Should I give it some skin? Skin. Skin ball. Save. Yes. Why not like pump it up? And it's too much. Okay, it's the opposite. Guy is crazy. That's what you want. Damn. F. Like that. F. Okay. Damn. Okay. There's a no. No, I don't want. No. No. Yes. Yes, sir, Miller. But now it's really hard to. The whole thing. The whole shebang. Let's see. It's all the music. It's all the characters' music. Okay. This is Shadow. There was Realm. What? Celeste. Dark. This is Celeste. There is a Thief. Terra. Go. Go. I have bad memory. This was my favorite. This one and this one. What was Joel's music? It's too good to switch. Thank you, but no. Oh, it's the second music. Control S. Can we delete? Like, no? Yes, my sponsor is flashing. It's HelloFresh. 10 free meal. Please, someone use the coupon. That will help a lot. Lips contact point. What is that? Uh, oh, yeah, yeah. It's there. Where is it? Okay, why can I add some point? How do I add stuff? How do I add here? Let's let's do this. So there's a thing I didn't mention is that usually the best thing to do first is to Okay, usually the first thing to do first is to read the documentation. And I didn't have time, and I think that the next episode I will read the documentation, and now I want to read it for Metahuman identity, but it's getting too late. So I will stop it there. Too late. And next stream will be reading the documentation, especially how to set the add points and curve in there. Would be helpful. So that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one, probably tomorrow. So let's run the outro. Bye.